Hello friends, let's have a discussion. Today's discussion will cover, as usual, a wide spectrum of issues, including the most current of current affairs. Here's the first question. This is on a policy measure. Who heads a group of ministers formed to examine the national tariff policy? Now, the national tariff policy relates to the power sector. Please know that it relates to the power sector. Tariff means rate. Okay, simple bhasha mein tariff means rate. So let's write a little about this. Now we know this, we know the names here, the answers already mentioned, but do we know who are these guys here? We know Nitin Gadkari is, you write this, then I'll give you the notes on the national tariff policy. Please write. Nitin Gadkari, Minister of, or simply, instead of writing Minister of something, you simply write the portfolio, okay? Road transport and highways. Road transport and highways. Road transport and highways plus micro, small and medium enterprises, or medium, micro and small enterprise. Right. Micro, small and medium enterprises. Two ministries, two important ones actually. Next, we have Dr. Mahendranath Pandey. Dr. Mahendranath Pandey, you write this, heads Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Let me spell it for you. E-N-T-R-E. I repeat, E-N-T-R-E-P-R-E-N-E-U-R-S-H-I-P. Entrepreneurship. E-N-T-R-E-P-R-E-N-E-U-R-S-H-I-P. Entrepreneurship. Dr. Jitendra Singh. Dr. Jitendra Singh, as you know, is the Minister of Northeastern Development, right? Development of Northeastern region. Development of Northeastern region. Last name Mansukh Mandavia. Minister of Shipping. Minister of Shipping. So if you look at these choices, you would find that 4 and 5 are ministers of state with independent charge. Okay. Amit Shah is the Home Minister of India. The Home Minister of India. So please write about national tariff policy dash power sector. Power sector. National tariff policy dash power sector. First point. So what are the, when the government of India started this, the idea was to ensure that there is uniformity in a lot of things, efficiency, because power to a large extent is, you have state power, state boards, and different state boards have different tariffs, they buy at different rates, the supply mechanism is quite different. There is between state A and state B, there could be huge difference, even though they have the same demand for electricity. State A could be pretty efficient at supplying electricity, where state B may not be that efficient. So when there is no efficiency in supply, what happens, that is transmission, what happens is that people suffer, businesses suffer. So if I have a store, and I don't get electricity, there are a lot of load shedding, power cuts, then I'll have to buy a generator. A generator would cost me money. Not only that, it would require upkeep plus fuel, everyday fuel. So everywhere there is expense. Rather than that, if there is continuous uninterrupted power supply, I can use that money, to invest in a business, which means more money, essentially. So let's write this. National tariff policy dash power sector. First point, ensure availability, A-V-A-I-L-I-B-I-L-I-T-Y, availability of electricity to consumers, to consumers at reasonable and competitive rates, reasonable and competitive rates. Ensure availability of electricity to consumers at reasonable and competitive rates. Next, ensure, second point, ensure financial viability, VI, write the word ability, VIABILITY, ability, viability of the power sector. Ensure viability of the power sector and attract investments. See, power is a highly capital intensive business. One requires a lot of capital. I mean, thousands of crores of rupees to set up a power plant, all the machinery, gadgetry and all that. And it has a long gestation period to recover the money. That is, from the time the power, the foundation is laid till the time the plant produces electricity and it is transmitted, then the money comes in, cash flow comes in. It takes a long time. Yeah. So someone with deep pockets must be around. Only people with deep pockets can do this, but even they often fail. Okay. Next, number 3. Promote transparency. Transparency. Promote transparency and consistency in regulatory approaches across jurisdictions, jurisdictions, jurisdictions. Yes, I mentioned this. There are different laws in different states, so to have a uniform regulatory mechanism, it would always help. So next, last point, promote competition, efficiency in operations and improvement in supply quality. Last point, let me repeat. Promote competition and efficiency in operations and efficiency, that is efficiency and improvement in supply quality. The quality of supply is quite erratic in a lot of states. I mean, power quality is a major issue. The supply of supply of power is a major issue. You would have seen some WhatsApp photos, where people dry their clothes, on electricity lines because there is never any power supply through that wire. So things are changing. Hopefully things get better because in India, for us to grow at a faster pace, for us to grow at a consistently faster pace, we need unrestricted and uninterrupted power supply. We need that. Okay, because money should not be wasted. That is how it is basically. Okay, money should be invested to get more money, to earn more money. So that's a little about this national tariff policy. So that's Amit Shah there in the picture. Which state topped the Sustainable Development Goals India Index 2019? Now there are 5 states mentioned. The answer is already there. I'll give you the ranking, but before that, Who measures this? Please write this. Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainable Development Goals. India Index 2019. India Index 2019. See, at times I falter in spelling. While the spelling is known, sometimes I find it tough to put it across. In the previous session, I think there was something about Novak Djokovic, isn't it? So it happens. I normally speak very fast, and because in this session and these kinds of classes, I speak slow, I'll falter. I'm not tuned to that. So sometimes it may happen, so kindly ignore that, please. So, because see, I spell for the person who does not know the spelling. मैं उनके लिए स्पेल करता हूँ, वर्ड्स को उनके लिए स्पेल करता हूँ जिनको स्पेलिंग मालूम नहीं है. आई एम नॉट हियर फॉर द पर्सन हु नोस द स्पेलिंग. आई एम हियर टू हेल्प द स्टूडेंट हु डज नॉट नो द स्पेलिंग. दैट इज व्हाट अ टीचर इज फॉर. So, Sustainable Development Goals, India Index 2019. Underline that. First point. Collaboration between this index. The collaboration. Collaboration. Collaboration, otherwise COLLOBORATION. Collaboration between Niti Aayog, Niti Aayog, AAYOG Aayog, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, in brackets MOSPI, MOSPI, plus, or rather, comma, UN in India, United Nations in India, and Global Green Growth Institute, Global Green Growth Institute, Global Green Growth Institute. Next point. Measures progress of states and union territories towards achieving sustainable development goals, Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, in brackets, like if you're not greatly familiar with these goals, no problem. There are plenty of these goals, 30 almost, I think. 17 goals, 17 goals हैं. In brackets you can write like poverty eradication, and sanitation. 17 goals and we are nowhere close to achieving this. But of these, whatever goals are there has been some improvement over the past. I think we have done a reasonably good job. See, look, we are a very large country and mindsets are deep. I mean, they are deeply entrenched. Asking people to build a toilet at home would mean that, how can we have a toilet at home? It would defy gand ghar ko ganda bana degi, apavitra bana degi. We come from that world basically. Slowly things are changing. They will change. So next Top 5 states. Top 5 states. Rank 1 Kerala. Rank 1 Kerala. Rank 2 Himachal Pradesh. You look at the choices 1, 2, 3. They're all tied in the third place. Rank 3, write all those names. Rank 3 Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So we use a very big word, collaboration, isn't it? collaboration. Collaboration. Collaboration could also mean, could also be used, in a very simple sense, a joint venture, union. There are big, simple words, but when you use a word like collaboration, collaboration, you are giving the exact meaning. Okay, always try to use topic specific words. It always helps to impress people with the use of topic specific words. Okay, so that's a little about this. Who are the chief ministers of these places? Tamil Nadu's chief minister is Edappadi Palaniswamy. E. Palaniswamy. E. Palaniswamy. 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 Andhra Pradesh, Y. Jaganmohan Reddy. Y. Jaganmohan Reddy dash 3 capitals. This is important, right? 3 capitals. 3 capitals dash Amravati in brackets legislative legislative legislative. So Amravati, comma Vishakhapatnam in brackets executive 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 and executive and Kurnool 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 in brackets judicial JUDICIAL judicial. So I think Telangana's chief minister, K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Then Himachal Pradesh, Jairam Thakur. Which of the following types of deposits are not insured by the Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation, established in 1978? You could write that. Deposits of central and state government are not accepted. See, any kind of deposit up to a sum of rupees 5 lakh per case, per person, that is per case, in one bank is insured. Up to 5 lakh rupees. Let's say I have 5 lakh rupees in one account. Bank A, account 1. I have 5 lakh rupees. Okay. Up to 5 lakh rupees, in the name of person X. I am X. In my name X. 5 lakh rupees are there in the account. Bank collapses. Up to 5 lakh it's insured. So my money is safe up to 5 lakhs. I have 7 lakhs. Up to 5 lakhs is insured. 2 lakhs may or may not come back. Okay, it depends. That depends on a lot of factors. Let's say I have another family member of mine. Okay, I X another Y. We both have 5 lakhs each in the same bank in our names. So my 5 lakhs is insured. The Y's 5 lakh is also insured. So remember, per person it is. Okay, it's called per case. Per case. Let's say I have, this is same bank. If I have 6 lakhs, or let's say 5 lakhs in bank A 5 lakh rupees, and bank B another 5 lakh rupees. Will that be insured? Yes, both are insured because these are two separate banks. Two separate banks. Please know that. That is important. Okay. Same bank, per case 5 lakhs. Different banks, per case again it is seen. Okay. So central state governments are not accepted. No. All kinds of FDs, RDs, let's say savings account, current account, everything is insured up to 5 lakh rupees. This includes both principal and interest, but up to 5 lakh rupees. If there is a scenario where, let's say, I have 4,70,000 principal amount, 4,70,000. Interest is another, let's say, 50,000 rupees. In that case, up to what is insured? 5 lakh rupees, same thing. But what do I lose? I may or may not lose 20,000. So up to 5 lakhs is insured. The total amount is 5.2 lakh, but 5 lakh is insured. This includes both the principal and interest. Okay. Drawer of a bank check. These are very easy questions. Drawer of a bank check is the person who issues the check. The person who signs the check is the person who issues the check. That person who signs the check is called the drawer of the bank check. The person who receives is basically a drawee. Drawee. D-R-A-W-E-E. The person who receives the check. That is, the person in whose name it is issued is called drawee. Okay. If the check is cancelled, if the check, let's say this is a check, okay, if it's crossed here, it means it can be presented only in an account. So if you issue a check to me, okay, for let's say 10 rupees, it will be, and it is crossed, it means that I cannot go to the bank and tell the teller to put it across and say, Bhaiya paisa do 10 rupees. No, it won't happen. I have to deposit it in my account and the money will be credited to my account. So a cross check must be presented, must be deposited into an account. Now, a person, sometimes it's not cross, sometimes it is not cross. You give me the 10 rupees check and you don't cross it, I can go directly to the bank and encash it. So the person who carries the check can encash it. The person who carries the check is called bearer. What's the person called? Bearer. B-E-A-R-E-R. Bearer. The person who carries the check when it is not crossed. So this is all big language, and encashes a check and everything. See, we in India write this spelling for check. In America they write C-H-E-C-K, C-H-E-C-K, which is easy actually. Whom of the following won the men's singles title at the Australian Open 2020? Novak Djokovic. This guy has come back. Novak Djokovic. He belongs to Serbia. S-E-R-B-I-A. Serbia. Novak Djokovic belongs to Serbia. And he defeated Dominic Thiem in the final, who belongs to Austria. A-U-S-T-R-I-A. Austria. So Dominic Thiem belongs to Austria and Djokovic is from Serbia. The women's singles title, I think in the recent past we discussed this, but anyway, if you want to write, I can write. Women's singles title at 2020 Australian Open held in January is Sofia Kenin. Sofia, S-O-F-I-A. Sofia Kenin. K-E-N-I-N. K-E-N-I-N. Kenin. Sofia Kenin, in brackets, US. Runner Garbin Muguruza. Garbin. Garbine. I repeat. Garbine. Garbin Muguruza. 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 Garbin Muguruza. Okay, guys. She's from Spain. She's from Spain. Yeah. Federer is from Switzerland. Murray is from Britain. Nadal is from Spain. Which state won the World Habitat Award? Odisha. Odisha has come up with a plan to replace the slums with Pakka homes, better design, better quality of construction, so that people live in better environment. They are better Pakka houses. So this has won the UN World Habitat Award. This is basically, we could say that, replacing slums with, better homes. Okay. Naveen Patnaik is the Chief Minister. Odisha's Chief Minister is Naveen Patnaik. Naveen Patnaik. He is the author of 3 books. You write one book. Naveen Patnaik dash author of The Rows of Bika. The Rows, R-A-O-S. I repeat, R-A-O-S, Rows of Bika, B-I-K-A, Bika. Bika is Bikaner. So it's a history of the royal house of Bikaner. Yeah. The man has varied interests. Naveen Patnaik is also the author of a book on garden plants of India. Quite varied stories. Rajasthan's government is in danger. The chief minister there is Ashok Gehlot. Punjab is Amrinder Singh. Bihar, as you know, is Nitish Kumar. Nitish Kumar. India's most densely populated state, Bihar. Most densely populated state, Bihar. So, which city is the summer capital of Uttarakhand? Gairsen. That's the one. Okay, Gairsen. And it's a very small town. I was reading about this place. It's the population is less than 10,000 and it's about 7.5 square kilometers. That's it. But then entire Uttarakhand is hilly and sparsely populated. Okay. What's the capital of Uttarakhand? Dehradun. This is the capital. This is what is called what's called winter capital. What is the difference? This is a bit in the plains actually. This is hilly. So Dehradun. There is one airport here, Dehradun. Dehradun's airport is called Jolly Grant Airport. Jolly, 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 Jolly Grant, Jolly Grant. So Dehradun is a bit mountainous, whereas Gairsen is a bit hilly. So this is where they come down for the summer and a bit cooler than this place. But then there's hardly any difference for people like us who in the south actually. Someone like me who is who lives in one of the hottest places in the country. So the airport at Dehradun is Jolly Grant. And you know what? The chief minister here is Trivendra Rawat. Trivendra. Trivendra. Trivendra Rawat. R-A-W-A-T. Rawat. Trivendra Rawat. If he wants to go to Delhi, how will he go? Will he take a flight from Jolly Grant? That's how you remember. Jolly, Jolly, Jolly Grant, Grant, Grant Airport at Dehradun. Chaliye. Lee Hsien Loong has been re-elected the Prime Minister this happened 2 days back. He has been elected the Prime Minister of Singapore. East Timor, Taiwan, Thailand, New Zealand. Before I discuss this, I just want to show you where is Singapore. This is Singapore. This is about 750 square kilometers. बहुत छोटी जगह है. Okay. And where is East Timor? It's here. East Timor. See, East Timor was ruled by, I think I'll give you some notes. Right, subheading East Timor. East Timor. East Timor. Underline that. First point. Capital Dili. D-I-L-I. D-I-L-I. Dili. आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे दिल्ली. Delhi. Second point. Colonized by. Colonized. C-O-L-O-N-I-S-E-D. Colonized by Portugal. P-O-R-T-U-G-A-L. Portugal. Portugal in 16th century. 16th century. हाँ से 400 साल 450 साल पहले. नेक्स्ट. gained independence from Portugal in November 1999. November 1999. You write November is important, guys. Okay, November 1999. Next. November 1999. Next. Occupied by Indonesia. Occupied by Indonesia in December 1999. In December 1999. I think I made an error. I think, friends, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, friends. I just realized it now because occupied by Portugal, independence from Portugal in 1979, November 1975. Please make it. I'm so sorry, guys. This is right. 1975, November 1975. November 1975. Because when I read 99, I was thinking there's something wrong there. November 1975. November 1975. Next point. Occupied by Indonesia in December 1975. एक महीने में. The year is incorrect. 1975. 1975. So replace 1999 with 1975 in the previous 2 points. Okay. Next. Independence from Indonesia. Independence from Indonesia. Indonesia in 1999. In 1999, it was a very violent struggle for independence. Next, last point. Ruled by the UN between 1999 and 2002. 2002. Okay, next. True independence. Now this is important. True independence dash 2002. 2002. So it was ruled by Portugal between, let's say, 16th century and 1975. November 1975. In December 1975, that is about 9, they got independence. Within on the 9th or 10th day, the Indonesian forces, you can say this is Indonesia, pura Indonesia, yeah, they came and occupied this. For nearly 24 years, they ran this place with an iron fist. They used a lot of violence against the locals. But the locals also hit back. They unleashed violence against the Indonesians. It was a pretty violent struggle for freedom. quite unlike ours. You know, then the Indonesians left in 1999. The UN took over because it was a new place and they didn't have an administrative structure in place. The UN ruled for 2 years, and then for 2 years, in 2002, the UN handed the country back to the locals actually. Okay, so the president now, who is the president? Right? He's time over now. Francisco Guterres. Yeah, Francisco. 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 Francisco Guterres. 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 Francisco Guterres. Currency is US dollar and Indonesian rupiah. Okay, let's go past this. East Timor. You see, this is a country that almost no one knows about. So I just brought this. Taiwan's. This is Taiwan. You write capital Taipei. This is capital Taipei. Taipei dash. President Tsai. 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 Ing. Hyphen Wen. Wen. Tsai Ing-wen. Currency is Taiwanese dollar. Simply write dollar. See, whenever you find these letters SAR after Hong Kong, Macau, any place, remember in China, special administrative region. That is special administrative region. Okay. Some people call it special autonomous region. Special administrative region is better. Okay. So next, you mentioned Thailand. Thailand's capital is Bangkok. They write I think in the previous class, one of the previous classes, we wrote the name of the king. Now write the name of the prime minister. Right. Prime Minister of Thailand, Prayut. 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 Chan O Cha. CHAN hyphen O hyphen CHA. Prayut Chan O Cha. In some places you will find his name as Pradyut. Same thing. Okay. Next. Is there anything else that we need to? New Zealand. New Zealand is down south, yeah, or niche. The Prime Minister is Jacinda Ardern. Jacinda. 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 Jacinda Ardern. Ardern. Jacinda Ardern. Chennai. The Reserve Bank of India has allowed ARCs to buy financial assets from other ARCs. ARC stands for Asset Reconstruction Company. You please write this. ARC. Write this. Underline ARC. You take the full form. Now write. Buys bad banks, bad loans, buys bad loans in brackets NPAs, non-performing assets, buys bad loans in brackets NPAs from banks at a mutually agreed price. Next, this helps a bank keep its balance sheet clean. keep its balance sheet clean, CLEAN, clean. Next, also helps focus, also helps the bank, focus on, what does the bank focus on? Core activities, core, CORE, core activities, in brackets, like collecting deposits, and making loans, and avoid going after defaulters. Going after defaulters. Next, minimum capital for an ARC, for a new ARC, rupees 100 crore. The notes is easy to understand, isn't it? Yeah, rupees 100 crore. Next, ARCs dash set up under securitization. I'll write it. Securitization. Instead of Z, you can write S. I prefer Z. I don't know why, because it sounds better. Yeah, securitization and reconstruction of financial assets, and enforcement, ENFORCEMENT, enforcement of security interest, in brackets, surfacing. This is the act of surfacing. SARFAESI. Securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of security interest Act 2002. Surfacing. Okay. So what these banks do is they buy and then they try to recover the money. Let's say they paid bank A 50 crore rupees for a loan. Okay, they say this loan is worth in your books it was 100 crores, but it's unlikely that 100 crores will come back. So we will pay you 50 crores. You transfer this loan to us. Then the main bank thinks like this. We have been trying to get this money out of the borrower. Nothing has happened. It is 50 crore to aayenge. Yeah, 100 ka 50 aayega. So they sell for 50 crores. They transfer 50 crores to bank A. The loan is transferred. Bank A transfers that money to the lender bank. So what will this bank do with that money? They try to get the money out. So if they get 50 out of 50, good. But if they get more, they make a profit. Which is generally what they try to do. They try to recover more than what they have paid the other bank, basically. Okay. Which regional rural bank has launched Vikas Abhaya, a loan scheme to provide some relief to MSME borrowers? Karnataka Vikas Gramin Bank. See, you see the spelling of Gramin. Yeah, in different places you'll find the same, different spellings. These are two usual spellings. That's why when I spell like securitization, SECURITIZATION, I use Z, some people use S. The same thing actually. Okay? And we know the minister is Nitin Gadkari. There is nothing to discuss. But since it's mentioned Jharkhand, the chief minister is Hemant Soren. Hemant Soren, S-O-R-E-N, India's second youngest state. India's second youngest state, Jharkhand's chief minister is Hemant Soren, S-O-R-E-N. This is another easy question. The Board of Financial Supervision was constituted to undertake consolidated overall supervision of commercial banks, financial institutions, and NBFCs, all of them. Anything to do with finance, BFS. Who appoints the BFS? The RBI. Who is the head of the BFS? The RBI governor. So BFS is appointed by the RBI and is headed by the RBI governor. Remember that. Okay. So the International Association of Athletics Federation is now called World Athletics. The headquarters of World Athletics, this is the logo of World Athletics, okay, is at Monaco. Monaco, as you know, is in, it's a small country, the second smallest country in the world. You could write Monaco dash second smallest country in the world. Second smallest country in the world. It's about 2 square kilometers, I think. Yeah, I think 2.1 square kilometers. 2.1 square kilometers. बहुत छोटी जगह है. Okay. And you could also write dash most densely populated country in the world. Most densely populated country in the world. It's on the southern coast of France. एकदम छोटी जगह, एकदम छोटी. If you have heard of Monte Carlo, this is Monte Carlo place. Monaco is the mother of Monte Carlo. Okay. The town is, you can say, Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo has this Formula 1 race. Because it is a very small place, they can't have a race track. So what they did was, they turned the city roads into a race track. Yes, the race track is basically the city roads. Means the city roads develop as Formula 1 race track. Now, look at the quality of roads. There are a lot of manholes on the city roads. You know what they do? They rev them with iron. There are iron clads which hold the manhole down. They are the tightest iron clads. Because when a Formula 1 car, would go over a manhole, it would suck up the manhole. That's the amount of thrust generated by a Formula 1 car. So, to keep the manhole safe, of course, everyone else safe, including the Formula 1 driver, they are, tightened with, with the most, stringent, with the most, they're called ironclads, basically, okay? They're put. So, Monaco, then we have Budapest. Budapest is the capital of Hungary. Budapest is the capital of Hungary. I think there is a very famous organization here. International Weightlifting Association. You could write this. International Weightlifting Federation. International Weightlifting Federation. International Weightlifting Federation. Lausanne. Boxing का है यहाँ पे. International Boxing Association. International Boxing Association. International Boxing Association. Kuala Lumpur. Badminton World Federation. Badminton World Federation. BWF. Badminton World Federation. Dublin. Dublin is the capital of Ireland. It's home to this organization called World Rugby. World Rugby. It's the highest body in rugby, in the sport of rugby. So World Rugby. World Rugby. So World Rugby in Dublin. Kuala Lumpur is Badminton World Federation. Lausanne is where you have International Boxing Federation, Boxing Association. You have Monaco, which is where World Athletics is headquartered. Budapest is where we have the International Weightlifting Federation. Okay. Next. Which of the following has developed a germ-clean, a sanitizing chamber that can be used to sanitize uniforms of security and police personnel? The Defence Research and Development Organization, Government of India body, headed by G. Satish Reddy. G. Satish Reddy. You could write this. G. Satish Reddy. G. Satish Reddy. Next, DHEL. Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. Who is the head? Dr. Nalin Singhal. Dr. Nalin. 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 Nalin Singhal. Sighal. Nalin Singhal. Next, CSIR, Council for Scientific and Industrial Relations. Council for Scientific and Industrial Relations. Council for Scientific and Industrial Relations. The head is Dr. Shekhar Mande. Dr. Shekhar Mande. 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 Dr. Shekhar Mande. ICMR, Indian Council for Medical Research. Indian Council of Medical Research. Indian Council of Medical Research, headed by Professor Balaram Bhargava. Balaram Bhargava. Balaram Bhargava. He is a professor of cardiology at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Delhi. Professor Balaram Bhargava. Next, who has won the Quality NZ New Zealand Culinary Cup 2020? Angad Singh Rana. See, I tried to locate information. I just could find that this was held by New Zealand, and to motivate the chefs, especially during the lockdown. There is nothing more to it, my friends. Okay. On July 11th, 2020, very latest information, the president of which country, whose name is Ibrahim Boubacar Keita, dissolved the constitutional court to calm widespread anti-government protests. Mali, Mauritania, Ghana, Liberia, Mali, Benin. This is Mali. Kafi bada desh hai. 12 lakh square kilometers, which is what? About, more than 1/3 of India's area. Okay, Mali, Mauritania, then we mentioned Ghana, and what is this? Benin and Liberia. This is Liberia and this is Benin. Okay, in the past we had discussed Togo, we had discussed Sierra Leone. So as choices, see, when I find something I can add while our team makes all these questions, wherever possible, I'll just change the choices, so that we could add more value. That's it. But otherwise, our team does a very good job, making these questions, everything. So, 11th July is also the World Population Day. World Population Day. Right about Mali. I don't think you need to worry too much about Mali. We'll do one thing. We'll write. Write that guy's name. The capital is Bamako. Mali dash Bamako. 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 And That guy's name, President Ibrahim Keita. Ibrahim Boubacar Keita. Dash Frank, F-R-A-N-C, Frank. Frank. Next, right? Benin. Benin देश के बारे में. What's the capital? Porto Novo. P-O-R-T-O. P-O-R-T-O. Porto Novo. N-O-V-O. Novo. Porto Novo. The president is Patrice Talon. Patrice. P-A-T-R-I-C-E. Patrice Talon. T-A-L-O-N. Talon. T-A-L-O-N. Patrice Talon. And the currency is franc. F-R-A-N-C. Franc. Generally, most countries here are franc because they were ruled by France, mostly by France. Most of them were ruled by France. Okay, Belgium, France. These are the countries that rule these places. Next, let's go to Ghana. Ghana, G-H-A-N-A, Ghana. What's the capital? Accra, A-C-C-R-A, Accra, A-C-C-R-A, Accra. And the president is Nana Akufo-Addo. Nana, N-A-N-A, Nana Akufo, A-K-U-F-O, Akufo hyphen Addo, A-N-D-O, Addo. Nana Akufo-Addo dash. The currency is Cedi, C-E-D-I, C-E-D-I, Cedi. Next. What is that? I think we have to discuss Liberia and Mauritania. So, Liberia, right? Liberia. Capital is Monrovia. M-O-N-R-O-V-I-A. Monrovia. M-O-N-R-O-V-I-A. Monrovia. And Monrovia. President is George Weah. George, G-E-O-R-G-E, George Weah, W-E-A-H, Weah, W-E-A-H, Weah, George Weah. Currency is Liberian dollar. Liberian dollar. Liberian dollar. Land of the free is Liberia. A lot of slaves are freed in Europe in those days. You know, in 1822 they were brought here, Europe and America, and they were settled here. Land of the free is Liberia. So last country, Mauritania. Mauritania. ये देखिए काफी बड़ा देश है, बहुत गरीब देश है. Mauritania. Capital is, you could write Nouakchott. N-O-U-A-K-C-H-O-T-T. Nouakchott. President is Mohammed Ghazouani. G-H-A-Z-O-U-A-N-I. G-H-A-Z-O-U-A-N-I. Ghazouani. That's how it is read. Currency is very vichitra currency. Uguya. O-U-G-U-I-Y-A. O-U-G-U-I-Y-A. Uguya. World Blood Donor Day is observed generally on June 14th. June 14th. April 5th is National Maritime Day. National Maritime Day. India's National Maritime, M-A-R-I-T-I-M-E, Maritime Day. Next, October 30, World Thrift Day. Thrift, T-H-R-I-F-T. T-H-R-I-F-T, Thrift Day. World Thrift Day. Thrift means savings, World Savings Day. November 5th, World Tsunami Day. World Tsunami Day. World Tsunami Day. I couldn't find anything for December 2nd. Maybe, yeah. Okay. But उसके नज़दीक है. December 1st, you know, World AIDS Day. December 1st. And December 4th is Indian Navy Day. Indian Navy Day. Why November 5th is observed as Tsunami Day? Because it was proposed by Japan. Okay. It is believed that in 1854 or sometime, a farmer saw that the tide was going back very deep, not normal way. So he knew that the tsunami was coming. So what to alert people in his village, what he did was he set fire to his rice field. So the people then, people became alert and they moved to high ground. पास में पर्वत थे छोटे छोटे उनके ऊपर चढ़ गए. That's how they were saved. So in commemoration of the burning of the rice sheaves, don't write anything, burning of the rice sheaves, that particular heroic act on that day, happened on November 5th in 1854, if I'm not wrong, in Japan. Japan ने propose किया था कि भाई ऐसे रखिए. They said okay. Otherwise, the devastating tsunami, that killed about 3 lakh people around the world, happened on 26 December 2004. 26 December 2004 को एक सुनामी हुई थी, याद है आपको? So इंडोनेशिया के पास में शुरू हुई थी. It went around, till African coast, Somalia. It killed about 3 lakh people, my friends. Thousands in India as well. So, which of the following nations have won the rights to host the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup? We discussed this. Australia and New Zealand. And 2000, the current world champion, women's world champion is America. What is it? America. Current world champion is America. Colombia and Argentina will co-host 2021 Copa America Cup. Copa America. COPA, Copa America. 2021 Copa America. It's America Cup. Okay, football America Cup. We'll discuss only football. Mexico and USA plus Canada. You could write Mexico, USA plus Canada. 2026 Football World Cup. 2026 Men's Football World Cup. Men's Football World Cup. The Union Cabinet has extended the OBC Subcategorization Commission for a period of 6 months up to January 2021. This is headed by G. Rohini. See, there are about 5,000 subcastes in other backward classes. Technically, it's other backward class. Class is income based. Okay. Caste bhi aata hai, but class is better classification because everything here is income based. Okay. So, it is believed that some dominant groups within the OBC communities are holding all the benefits of the reservation. So the government has now started a new commission through which basically the idea is that this will study and then come up with a better classification of subgroups within the OBC communities. Yeah, that's the idea, my friends. Okay, we will not discuss the choices. Which of the following organizations was established in 1955? ICICI. Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. You could write this. Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. An Investment Corporation of India. Punjab National Bank, 1894. State Bank of India, 1955. IFCI, Industrial Finance Corporation of India. Industrial Finance Corporation of India. 1948. 1948. IDBI, Industrial Development Bank of India. Industrial Development Bank of India. 1964. Who won the Best Supporting Actor award at the 73rd British Academy of Film and Television Awards 2020? This is Brad Pitt, Hollywood superstar. He won the award for the film. You can write his film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. In this movie, he's a stuntman. He's a terrific actor. Yeah, terrific actor. They are very humble guys, very down to earth people. Joaquin Phoenix, Best Actor. Best Actor for the film Joker. 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 For the film Joker. जो BAFTA में हुआ था वही अमेरिका के ऑस्कर में हुआ था. Same awards, same guys in this case. Yeah, 4 and 5. Joaquin, J को H pronounce करते हैं. Joaquin Phoenix, Best Actor Award for the film Joker. Brad Pitt, Best Supporting Actor for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Sam Mendes, BAFTA Best Film for 1917. 1917. फिल्म का नाम है 1917. 1917. 1917. It's a movie set over 3 days. I think 2 days. Yeah, wherein two guys are sent to send a message across. Then this was shot. This story happens in 1917, the First World War year. What happens is the story. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a great movie, pretty good movie. One time you can sit and thoroughly watch, and you can watch this with your family. Choices 1 and 2, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, are considered the greatest of Hollywood actors. These guys were nominated, but they did not win. And they were nominated for a film called The Irishman. The Irishman. IRISHMAN. The Irishman was produced by Netflix. आप इसको Netflix पे देख सकते हैं. काफ़ी लंबी फिल्म है, almost 3 hours की फिल्म है. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. गैंगस्टर मूवी, स्लो जाती है, बहुत अलग तरह की मूवी है. And I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Okay, watch good movies, but prioritize. Hang out with friends, watch movies, eat whatever you want to eat, do whatever you want to do, but prioritize. The number one priority should be your career. So, as I always say, pick a topic to read. कुछ भी आप ले सकते हैं. एक टॉपिक देखिए अभी, या मैंने कुछ आपके लिए लिखा था बीच में स्पेलिंग्स. So let's say we take some topic here. Okay. Before we start to read, we tell ourselves 2 things. 1, that I may not understand everything, and 2, that I may not remember everything. 1, that I may not understand everything, and 2, that I may not remember everything. No problem. We all face the same problems. There are some subjects where your comfort level is 100%, 90, 80. It varies between subjects. Yeah. तो हमें क्या करना है? हमें मेहनत करनी है. We have to work hard. We start to read. There is a sentence we have read. समझ में आया. We read next 3, 4, 5. Some parts we understood, some parts we didn't understand. No problem. So as we go on reading, we spend 10-15 minutes. At the end of those 15 minutes, you would realize that while you might not have understood everything, and you might not remember everything, you still would have got some basic idea. Yes or no? In 15 minutes, you can get a basic idea, isn't it? That's a good start. That's how I learn. Yeah. So a good way to start learning is to spend some time every day, my friends. And every day is today. Today, every day. Okay? Spend some time. It's okay not to remember everything. It's okay not to understand everything. We're not made to understand everything. We're not made to remember everything. Okay? Have a lot of fun. Thanks for being here because I know it's the last question. Okay? Stay curious. Oh.